So unless you're a friend to yourself, you can't really be a friend to somebody else. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yeah.
So when I say be a friend to yourself, because I love doing these sessions because I'm going to learn from you all, by a show of hands or just anyone who has some thoughts on when I say be a friend to yourself, what does that mean?
I think it means, like, don't beat yourself up for your mistakes. Like, talk to yourself as your best friend. Like, don't, like, try to make yourself and,
Does anyone else have the I'm so stupid bug? I mean, man, I do. I will tell you straight up, I do. This is a little get real, time that we have, because I just love being straight with people. I mean, I've got that thing where I do something or I say something, it's like, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? What did she think? That's not, now imagine, and I love what you said, treat yourself the way you would treat your best friend. So when you ever say to your best friend, you're so stupid, why did you say that? I mean, you might if they did something really awful, but, not if they said, how you doing? All right? Okay, any other ideas? How can we be a friend to ourselves? Yeah.
You have to love yourself first before you love others.
Amen. Let's get around to applause. Okay, so let's talk about some real practical things. So what if you're upset? What if you're just having a hard day? What are some things you could do to be a friend to yourself? What would you do if you had a friend who was having a hard day? So there's two important things about that. I'm going to do this song. And don't worry, it's not all heavy like this, but I just want to talk about it because you just don't know sometimes what other people are going through, right? You're just not sure. It might be like worse than it looks. It might not be so bad. And then sometimes, if you're the one who's going through the hard time, this is how important it is to reach out. Because eventually, especially if you're getting bullied, things can get really ugly. So this is called Show Me the Light. This is for Jasmine. I can't go to school right now, 'cause I'm drowning in a sea of doubt. Tell me how can I stand up and fight? They say it's all just in fun, but they are everywhere and everyone. Tell me how can I stand up and fight? But I can't stay here on earth, 'cause I don't know if I am worth one more moment of your precious time. Oh, show me the light. So I talk to my best friends. They said be strong, act confident, it's gonna be alright. You'll be alright. I saw my teacher after school. She said, now look who's being a fool. You gotta let it slide, and you'll be alright. But I can't stay here definition needs a little bit. But it's helpful, to me it helped to have a simple definition of bullying. Harmful, 3 words, harmful, power, and balance. And the reason that's important is I need to be able to recognize how to respond when I see certain things going on at school. So if I see, and what's tricky about bullying is that it can be really subtle, or it can be, aggressive physical bullying has actually gone down. It still exists in some cases, but luckily we've had a reduction in that over the last few years, and I'm pretty sure that's statistically correct, because I go to this International Bully Prevention Association conference, and they really watch the statistics. But what's still tricky, and I heard from one of the staff here that inclusion is a big part of Wakefield, which is huge. And so, and I usually work with younger kids, but I'm just going to be sure we all understand what inclusion means and what exclusion means. Are we all good with that word? Inclusion simply means to include people. You just make sure other people are involved. And in the I'm For You program, we call that social bullying. And then you have verbal bullying, which is insults. And insults are particularly insidious because they can, all of these things are rude. Have I missed any? We have verbal, we have social, we have physical, we have silent. And I've got a little song I wrote called Zip My Lip. You know this little bit. And this is easy to remember. If you ever want to hit send, and by the way, just to keep this totally real, and this wasn't bullying. I didn't bully anybody, but I was really bugged on Sunday, and I actually hit send. And I've regretted it all week. I'm like, I hit send. Like, don't hit send. You just, send it to somebody else or whatever. So you can write that nasty email. You can get your feelings out on a notebook. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. It's called Zip My Lip. And the chorus is, I zip my lip, I keep my limbs to myself, and I don't hit send.